Hey guys, so today's video is a really exciting one. We are going to be talking all about my summer collection. I have been so anxious to film this video because I have to be honest, I'm just gonna say it, this is my favorite collection so far, and I'm just so excited to be here talking to you guys all about it. By the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have my own brand of nail polish called KL Polish. I will have my website linked down below. All that good stuff will be in the description box, which I'm sure most of you know. But my summer collection officially launches tomorrow. If you are watching this video the day I post it, my collection launches tomorrow. So I knew I had to get a video up today showing you swatches, talking about the names, and just giving you details about each color, just so you're a little bit more informed and you can make up your own decision whether you want to purchase any of these or not. Before I get started though, I want to give you guys a huge thank you. Every time we posted a new picture on KL Polish or on my Instagram, you guys were so nice and just so sweet and caring in the comments. It warmed my heart so much and it literally brought me to tears multiple times. You guys are the best subscribers I could have ever asked for. You always make me feel good and confident, and I cannot thank you enough for that, and I hope that my channel does the same for you. I know we're not sitting one-on-one, but you're my friend and I care about you, and just thank you for subscribing to me. I love you. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to mention that because you guys are the best subscribers in the world. Before I get into colors, swatches, and names and stuff, I do want to mention, a lot of you guys asked me if this is going to be available as a bundle the same way the spring line was. And yes, the collection will be available in a bundle, and you do save a little bit of money if you go that route. But of course, you don't have to buy all of them and you can get them individually. All right, let's talk about the colors. I'm going to start off with my favorite one out of the entire collection because that's how I like to start with these videos. And that one has to be Porter Miami. This is a true cobalt blue. I mean, I wouldn't consider this like pure cobalt. I feel like cobalt is a little bit lighter than this, but this is definitely not royal blue. I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. And honestly, when I thought about KL polish, I had two polishes in mind. The first one was Caramelo. I knew that that's the one I wanted to make. It's still my #1 favorite so far, but this is the second nail polish I thought that I needed to create because it is literally my favorite color to wear on my nails. Any kind of cobalt blue, shimmer, non-shimmer matte. I just love this blue shade. It is definitely my favorite. Every time I wear it, I cannot stop staring at my nails. It is absolutely beautiful, and all of these have the exact same formula. I know it seems silly for me to have to say that, but you would be surprised at how many people ask me if the formula changes based on the nail polish, but no. Application and color and opacity and stuff like that, viscosity, that changes, but formula stays absolutely the same. My formula will not change. I absolutely love my formula, so always remember that. And this color is actually almost a one coater. If you apply it right, you can get away with just doing one coat, but I definitely recommend 2 coats. It's really gorgeous. And I got a lot of questions about this name. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention that, but my summer collection, I kind of dedicated it to Miami. It's the place I live. It's the place I was born. I was born and raised here. And when I think of summer, I just think of Miami. So I wanted to dedicate my first summer collection to Miami, and all of the names are Miami related. So this one is Porter Miami, and I got so many questions about this. I actually was asked if I spelled Port of Miami wrong, which I can totally understand if you have no idea that I have a dog named Porter, but I have a Yorkie named Porter, and he's my best friend. And I mean, I love all 3 of my dogs. Do not get me wrong, I love all 3 of them the same, but there's just something there. You know, like I feel like Porter's soul and my soul are connected. And I know that seems crazy, but I've never felt that way about any other dog. We're soulmates. We really are. And I thought it would be really cute to name it Porter Miami, kind of like a play on words of Port of Miami, which if you didn't know, Port of Miami is just a seaport in Miami. Yeah. This one is my second favorite in the entire collection, and honestly, sometimes I feel like it's a tie. Sometimes. But this is the color Magic City. I can describe this as like a hot poppy red, and this is actually not as orange as some of you might think. So many of you guys are like, oh, for sure she's coming out with a red orange for summer. You guys just know me so well. Definitely red orange is like my favorite color, but this is more of like a poppy red. I wouldn't say it's red orange. When you swatch this color next to a more orange toned red, you could definitely see the difference, and I'm actually surprised myself that I went with a red like this instead of an orange red. But hot red nails are like my absolute favorite, and I named it Magic City because it really does remind me of Magic City, the show. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that show. That's based in Miami around the 1950s. It's after the Cuban Revolution, and it got canceled after the 2nd season, but it was such a great show. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the main guy. Ike Evans, so dreamy. and I really loved it. And Magic City is what they call Miami, which is why they named that show that. But anyway, this polish reminds me of Vera, which is Ike Evans' wife in the show. I feel like this is a color she would wear, and since it's a Miami theme, I wanted to call it Magic City, and I love the name of it. I love this shade. This is a color I think a lot of you are really gonna like. This one is also a 1 coater almost, but definitely I think needs 2 coats, but it's really opaque on the first coat. It's so vibrant and really intense. This next one is called Ocean Drive, and for summer I knew I wanted a nail polish that was deep, glittery, and teal. I wanted a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, and this is exactly what I had in mind. And I will say I struggled with this shade a little bit because I didn't want the glitter to be too chunky, and I had to keep sending back samples to get the perfect amount of shimmery goodness at the perfect opacity, and I really, really love it. I love how it shines in the sun. Like under the sunlight, this is incredible. It looks so intense and vibrant. I really love this color, and I thought Ocean Drive was the perfect name for it. Fun fact, this nail polish was actually named Coral Cove Marina for a very long time, which is actually the marina Dexter used to like dump his bodies in, I believe, in the show Dexter. I'm pretty sure he used to park his boat at Coral Cove Marina, at least in the earlier seasons, but I was afraid people really wouldn't get it. I thought people would be like, what the heck does that have to do with Miami? Unless you were a huge Dexter fan like me, that is my favorite drama of all time, I thought people just wouldn't get it. I went with Ocean Drive, and now I actually like this name a lot more. And Ocean Drive is like not a street, but like a drive through Miami Beach. It's a very popular place. I did want to mention with this color though, you have to use a really good base coat with this, because if not, it will stain your nails. It won't stain it like green, but when you go to remove it, it is a little bit harder to remove than any of the rest of these polishes. The other ones remove like a breeze. This one is just a little bit harder because of all that glitter and that deep pigment. Okay, next up, we have this guy right here. This one is South Peach, and this one I would consider it peachy, like peachy, but I wouldn't consider it a peach. I mean, it is peachy. But when you put it on the nails, to me it's more of like that creamsicle shade, like that delicious orangey, peachy, creamsicle, yummy orange sorbet kind of color. It's a little bit more vibrant than a peach is what I'm trying to get at. This one was very hard to do. I went back and forth with this color so long, but I just loved it so much I kept fighting for it. Colors like this are hard to do. I don't know why, but this one is a little bit tricky when you're painting your nails. It is a 2 coater, but if you do very thin coats, I would recommend 3 coats. I'm someone who does like thicker coats, so I get away with 2 and you don't see the bottom of my nail at all. But I know like my mom does very thin layers every time she does her nail polish, so for this she does 3 coats, but it is easy to work with. So I love this color so much, especially if you have deeper skin tones. On me, it's not my favorite. Like when I put it on, I'm like, oh, I like it, but I don't love it. But like when Amelia wears it, I think it looks beautiful. Or any like medium to deep skin tone, it looks beautiful. Or if you're extremely fair, this looks really nice too. So yeah, I love South Peach, and I named it South Peach. I mean, for obvious reasons. It's a little peachy, and South Beach is our like very famous beach here in Miami. I thought it was cute, you know, South Beach, South Peach. Okay, so next up is another major favorite of mine. I want to say this is my 3rd favorite in the group. This is the shade MIA, and it is an intense hot pink with a very subtle blue undertone. If you look at the bottle, I'm not sure you can tell, but it has this slight sheen to it, barely noticeable, but it just makes the polish look really glossy when it's on your nails and kind of shiny. I will say though, you have to use a top coat with this one, because if not, it dries down almost with like a satin finish. But when you put your top coat on it, no matter what top coat you use, this polish looks so glossy and shiny. And I would consider this kind of like a jelly formula, where it's not as creamy as the rest of them. Like these are 100% cream polishes. This one is a little bit of like a jelly. It's just like a little bit sheer, kind of has like that juicy look to it where it's not completely solid. I cannot wait to wear this color so much in the summer. And I named it MIA because MIA is like short for Miami. This color had like 10 different names. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but in my first collection I have a name which is called Zoe. In my second collection I have a name. It's the last name, but St. Clair is still a name. And I kind of want to add a name in every collection. I don't know why, it's just a thing I want to do. So I thought MIA was perfect because it's still a Miami collection, but then it can moonlight as Mia. We won't tell anybody. If your name is Mia, we'll pretend it's called Mia. I don't know, I thought I had a double meaning. So I went with the name MIA. A lot of people were asking me if it stood for Miami International Airport. Honestly, to me, it's just a shorter version of Miami, but it can be whatever you want it to be. And then last but certainly not least is the color I am wearing on my nails right now. This is the shade 305, and this is a lime green. You know what's weird is I felt like it had so much yellow before, but now looking at it in the bottle in my beauty room or something, I don't know, it looks more green on camera for some strange reason. But it does have a little bit of yellow. If you put this nail polish next to, I don't know, this is my Perrier, but if you put this next to a green nail polish, you can see the yellow in this. So it has a little bit of both. I love this color so much. It's not a neon, but it is kind of like a muted neon. It's kind of like a poopier version of a neon. I feel like it's more wearable than like a hot green yellow neon is what I'm trying to say. And I have a feeling this one's gonna be everyone's least favorite just because I think it's the least wearable out of all of them, but that's why I love it so much. I feel like the more unwearable it is, the more I want to wear it. There's something about wearing these ridiculous nail polish colors that just makes me happy. I love it. My mom was actually wearing this one yesterday and she loved it. This looks beautiful on deeper skin tones. The way I feel about South Peach is the same way I feel about 305. They look good on all skin tones, but they look the best on deeper skin tones. This is gonna make your skin tone just absolutely pop if you have like a medium to deep skin tone. It's amazing. And this one is a little bit tricky too. I'm wearing 2 coats right now and they're completely covered with 2 coats, but like I said with South Peach, if you're someone who does very thin coats, then I would suggest 3 coats as well. My mom did 3 coats yesterday and she said she did it with a breeze. It was no problem, but I mean, I did 2 coats when I did my nails on Wednesday, so I guess it depends. Oh, and I named it 305 because that is the area code in Miami, you know, 305. Okay, so I quickly wanted to show you guys because I get a lot of questions on what inspires me to create the shades I create, and this Pantone chipbook really helps me. Like here, this is the page that helped me create the shade 305. So yeah, I love this book. It's extremely helpful. Okay. But yeah, that completes this video. These were all my summer polishes. The official launch date is tomorrow and I'm so excited for you guys to try these colors. We didn't film a commercial for the shoot, but I did get some behind the scenes footage of the photo shoot that I'll be posting. It's just like a little behind the scenes video, but I thought you guys might want to see it. So that should be going up tomorrow. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope these swatches helped you out and maybe a little bit more info has helped you decide whether or not you want these. Thank you for the constant support you show me. I never ever take that for granted, ever. And I hope you guys know that. And sometimes I'm very to myself and I'm very closed off and I'm rarely on Snapchat and I'm a little bit of like a hermit crab. But even then, I hope you know that I appreciate all the kind words, all the time spent watching my videos. You watching right now, I thank you so much because you're helping me live my dreams. And by living my dreams, I'm hoping that I'm creating some colors you guys like to wear on your nails. It's been really stressful, but it's been so fun at the same time. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the collection. But that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Spring line was. Oh my god, don't these look so cute together? My bedroom when I was like 12 was half pink, half green like this.